kind of been listening substantially better. I'd say we're getting about 85%. It at least is enough that we could carry on a conversation now. Before it was like every third word. So it is better, Nancy. We'd love to have you checking on the net. I'm sure a lot of guys would, and gals would love to hear your voice. So anyway, that seems kind of a joke there, Mike, polling it every 10 minutes. So I can see what you're saying. They monitor it, but they really don't. Okay, so glad to hear you're on schedule or ahead of schedule, and hopefully you'll have a good day. N9, I don't remember what your call was. Go ahead. This is AB8MO. We got about 5 minutes before the pre-net starts.
Yeah, the only call sign you got to remember is your own. November 9, Golf, Mike Romeo, and GM. Our name is Matt, M-A-T-T. And as Jim calls it, I'm an outlander. I'm from Port Orange, Florida. This is where I'm sitting right now. And I believe I'm the newest member of the club. I joined the club last weekend. I decided that if I'm going to be using this equipment and connecting to it and participating in the stuff, I might as well be a member. And I'm really enjoying it. Actually, I thought it was really cool. I could actually get all the stuff from YouTube. I can't make the meetings because they're pretty far away, but I can. I don't know if they do them live, but if they don't, I can still catch them later on YouTube. So that's really cool. I don't know of any other clubs that do that. So even though I'm not there, one day I hope to be there to meet everybody. But until that happens, at least I can know what's going on up there.
Yeah, go ahead there, Mike, and then I'll pass it over to me.
Okay, KC3QFC returning. Real quick, before I pass it over to you, Brickmaster, forgive me, I forget your name. Whereabouts do you have your hotspot set? I know when I'm using mine with my All-Star, I have it set up in the windshield of the truck. Maybe a relocation of wherever your data's coming in will help you out a little bit better. But that's just food for thought on what I do when I use a hotspot. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. But, yeah. Oh, Lord, I'm bad with names tonight. Yeah, I would say you're about 90% copyable. Much, much better than what you were before. I wouldn't hesitate to check into the net tonight. KC3, QFC.
Well, thanks, Mike. AI5OZZ here, and both my phone, which is the hotspot, and the node are in the dash of the truck where the windshield or bounce out the windshield, or in, or however the case may be. AI5OZZ.
KD8SLG, have I got it?
Yeah, you're readable now, Nancy. I can hear you just fine. But question, I keep hearing about this Misfit net. What is it? I'm curious.
I'll field this one real quick. Have I got it? The Misfit Roundtable net was a net run by one of our mutual friends, W7AZC. He's a silent key now. And it was a three-round roundtable net that some of us participated in. And it was Thursday nights. And that's it. It just doesn't exist anymore. All right there, folks. We got about a minute before the net starts. So let's wait for the girl to talk. I like to be announced by the call sign girl. KD8SLG N9MGR. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, it did. Standing by for net at 9 GMR.
KD8SLG WA8KOC.
WA8KOC, Fred, go ahead.
BeaconNet. Wanted to make sure I got in here and said hello. It's going to be an early night to bed. Last night was a little late, working the polls, quote, unquote. So, anyway, you have a good net. My very best to Dustin and the rest of the crew and everyone else in here. And we will look forward to talking to you soon. KD8SLG in the group, WA8KOC, 7-3, pal.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's my girl. WAKOC, Fred, you have a great night. And we'll get up and check in with me tomorrow morning on the barometer net, if you would, please, there, buddy. Get some sleep. Going to clear with WAKOC. QST. Welcome to the BeaconNet pre-show. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390 with a PL tone of 114.8. It's a positive offset, by the way. We meet here every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time, where we light up the nighttime airwaves. We play trivia, we have a good time, we play in the blue screen. If you don't have NetLogger, get NetLogger, jump in and play in the action there. The almost instant message window is almost done that to itself sometimes. So I'll be here taking pre-checks, early check-ins for the BeaconNet. That's going to be starting in about 28 minutes now. As is tradition here on the BeaconNet, let's check in with the BeaconNet crew, make sure everybody's radio is working, see if everybody's awake and alive tonight. All right, KD8EPC, KD8SLG, are you out there, Dustin?
KD8SLG and the BeaconNet. I was on the wrong VFO there. I am here. I am ready to go, and we'll be ready for the big show. Looking forward to hearing from a lot of my friends I heard before pre-show and a lot more that'll check in with you. KD8EPC back to pre-net control.
Put a nickel in the jar for transmitting on the wrong band. That's my new gig, dude. By the end of the year, I'm going to be able to buy another radio. All right. Let's see if KEQKO, Nick at Night's out there. Nick, you out there? Yeah, Nick does this to me every time. I think he does it on purpose. I'm going to try again. KAQKO. Nick, you out there? Ay, caramba. I know this guy's out there. AB8MO, KD8SLG. Andy, how you doing tonight? Coming in on All-Star.
You know, trying to pull a QKO there. Says AB. Oh, all right. Well, I seem to have started something in the pre-net, and we had what, 5 of us in there. I was trying to avoid having collisions happen, and it never got back to me. So we got Nancy in there, Mike, and a new club member, Matt. Welcome. That's what I wanted to say. Welcome to N9. NGO, I don't know. I know I got that wrong. You're right. The only one I need to know is my own, because I screw them up pretty badly. But great to have you there, Matt. We got people that are helping the support, keeping the equipment on the air. We definitely need that for just spend a lot of money replacing equipment for a local repeater, and I think that we have in the last 3 months had one donation so far. So it does take money to keep equipment running. So that's all I'm going to say about that, or lest I get kicked out of the club for trying to solicit asset money for other organizations. Back to you there, Sir Nick. This is AB8MO.
AB8MO, KD8SLG. Thank you for that, Andy, but I'm running pre-show tonight. I'll let everybody know who's on the list here in a second. Just giving you a hard time there, Andy. Thanks for the snow photos yesterday, by the way. That was pretty cool. I passed those around to a couple of people, by the way. Going to clear with AB8MO. Let's check in with Mike. I think Mike might still be on the Worcester net over there. It looks like it's still lit up, but we'll give him a holler. K8QWE, Mike, you out there?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Yes, I just finished up on the work net, and I'm here, and I'm ready to go. Of course, you sound fantastic on your new radio, and I'm sure I sound like me, whatever that may be. So I'm ready. I have trivia. So this is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 SLG.
K8QWE, KD8SLG. Mike, you sound absolutely fabulous tonight. You got a great signal coming in here, man. You sound awesome. Good deal. I got you down for trivia tonight. We'll give QKO one more chance here. K8QKO, you out there? Oh, he's sandbagging me tonight. All right, I got a little announcement here before we get started tonight. I'll let everybody know who's on the list, but it is May 3rd, everybody, and I believe that means that we're supposed to have our RX exposure calculations done for all of our shacks. So I know it was removed on May 3rd, 2021. I'm not really sure when it's supposed to be done, but you know, do that sometime in the future. Just run through the calculations. It's available there on the W8WKY website. There's a calculator there. Build a stack of papers, stick it in a folder, put it beside your radios, underneath all your manuals or something, and then you have it in case the men in black from the FCC ever come knocking at your door. That is my suggestion. That's the public service announcement from KD8SLG tonight. All right, let's get the prenet started here. Holy cow, 1:37 UTC already. I'm behind schedule. I'm going to drop for a pip, and then I'll let you know who I got.
Well, WB8. This is WB8GKV. Wadsworth over here.
From Annapolis, K8TQR is in and out. He drove 500 miles today to pick up some tower stuff from Michigan. You go, Keith. WB86CXO, I got you on a list. Mike, thanks for broadcasting us on YouTube. That's pretty cool. N9GMR, Matt in Florida. Good to have you on board there. I sent you a welcome email today. I hope you got it. WA8KOC, Fred was in and out. KG4SCK, Mark, proud owner of a new FTM 500. Oh, buddy. K8VZA, Eric, I took the liberty. And K8QFT, I took the liberty as well. So, that's who I got on the list so far. Let's take a round or two of check-ins, and then we'll see who's sticking around and who's just punching in and out. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
Yeah, I might have jumped the gun there. WB8GKV, this is William Bravo 8, Golf Kilo Victor in Wadsworth.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5, RBG, Shannon in Tulsa. Kilo Echo 8, Victor, Kilo Alpha, Josh in Parma Heights, Ohio. Good evening, Nick.
All right, we had one more person at the end. I didn't catch anything. It's just a carrier, so we'll give you another chance in a minute there. Added WB8GKV. Ed, you did jump the gun there, buddy. You were talking when I came back on. KC5RBG, Real Big Guns. Got you in there. And K8VK8, Josh, you're on there as well. All right, one more round of check-ins, then we'll talk to who we got here. Maybe that person who just tried can try again. KD8SLG for the Beacon Net on the W8WKY repeater. I'm listening.
K8GKG. Kilo Echo 8 India Echo Delta in and out.
All right, we picked up a couple more there. KA8GKG. Got you in there, John. KE8IED, in and out. I got you on the list there, too. And KI5ZDE, Chris, I got you on the list there. I think I heard you this afternoon on the Boredom Breaker Net. You did all right there, Chris, so don't worry about it. We'll get it working. And I just added another one there, W2ZMZ. That's an interesting one. Welcome there, Anthony. All right. Let's go to the top of the list here and see who's sticking around and whatnot. Let's start with Miss Nancy, KI5OZZ, the Briquette. Good evening, Nancy. Are you going to stick around for trivia tonight, or are you just punching your ticket?
Well, that is a tough call, Nick. I don't have my laptop with me, so I can't participate in the Blue Room. So that takes away half the fun, especially if Alan decides to poke his nose in there, which won't be tonight, very likely. But, yeah, I might stick around and see what end is up. Because I tell you what, after a day like today, anybody knows but me. Hi. KI5OZZ, back to net.
Stick around, Nancy. You're at the top of the list. Dustin will want to say hi to you, and your transmission that time was perfect. So whatever you changed, don't move. All right. It's great to hear from you there, Nancy. Getting clear with KI5OZZ. Let's see if Mike's back from hooking up the truck. KC3QFC. Mike, you out there?
KD8SLG, KC3, QFC, indeed, we are here. Since you're in control there, Nick, I have a bone to pick with you on the roster. You gotta upgrade me from technician to general. Just saying. But we are sticking around as long as we can. I cannot promise cell phone service as I get out on the big road, and hopefully everything goes well. And my apologies, Andy, there. I was trying to send it back to you, but just didn't work out. With that, we'll send it back to net control. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Quebec Foxtrot Charlie.
KC3QFC, I'll get right on that, buddy. I'll get right on that roster thing. When I figure out how to do that, I will do that. I promise you. I got you sticking around. Dustin's going to give you a holler whether you're going to be sticking around or not. All right, get it clear with KC3QFC. Let's check in with Eddie real quick. Eddie, are you sticking around tonight? You know you can get the answer from me tomorrow. W3ETB.
Yeah, Nick, I'll stick around for the trivia question and see what I can rack my brain to come up with here. Also, this RF thing came up, snuck up on me here. I thought it was still a few years off, but time flies. So, I did hear about it, that we were supposed to submit forms or something other for the RF, thing, whatever, Anyhow. Any help would be appreciated on, and anybody has any forms they want to share with me, we can trade forms maybe. I don't have any way of checking RF. I don't know how you would even do that. So, like I said, any help is appreciated. W3TV, back to you there, Nick.
W3ETV, KD8SLG. There's a tool on W8WKY.org that'll help you walk you through it. You may have to do a few rough calculations to guess what your RF loss is and your coaxes and things, but it's government work. You don't need to submit them. You just have to have them on file. So build up a stack of papers, stick it in a folder, and keep it around just in case. That's all. Going to clear with W3ETB. Thanks for sticking around. Eddie, K8TQR Keith was in and out. Next up, we got Mike, WB8CXO, who's streaming us live on YouTube tonight. Mike, are you sticking around for trivia?
W8WKY.
That's the fun thing about listening to nets instead of working them. I get so much work done during the morning when I'm listening to the barometer net, but when I'm running it, I can do nothing but sit here and pay attention. Mike, thanks again for the YouTube thing. That's really cool. WB8CXO, KD8SLG. Next up, we got Matt in Florida, N9GMR, who did his maiden net logging voyage today on the Boredom Breaker net. How'd that go, Matt, and are you sticking around tonight?
Yeah, it went good, Nick. I'm still trying to figure out how to do everything, and I think folks were got a bit dizzy with the way the thing was jumping around the screen, but I couldn't figure out exactly how to get it to not do that. That's something I'm going to have to play with a little bit. And unfortunately, I can't do that on my computer because every time I move the cursor, of course, it moves. So I have to, next time I do the net again, I'm going to have to see if what I figured out works. So other than that, it was a great experience. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next time. And maybe I'll get a chance to log on other nets too, and I can really improve my. I guess I'll be hanging around for the net. I did get your email. I'm in the process now trying to figure out how I'm going to download the roster to my computer so I can look at it, because it is in Excel, which is good. And so I'm going to sit here and work on that and continue to listen to the net. Back to you, N9GMR.
N9GMR, multitasking during the net. Good to have you on board there, Matt. Going to clear with N9GMR. WAKOC, Fred was in and out. Sleep well, Fred. KG4SCK, Mark, you're up. How's that new radio treating you? How do I sound? Are you playing with the EQ?
Hey, good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net. Initially, the radio sounded boomy, and I can tell the little girl that announces my call sign, I need to get her a little more feminine, I think. So, the first power up, no smoke came out, so it's all good. Back to you, KG4SCK.
All right, Mark, I got you sticking around whether you want to or not. Going to clear with KG4SCK. We'll be talking a lot in the coming weeks, I'm sure. K8VZA, Eric, got you on the list there. I hope you're around. How you doing tonight, and are you going to stick around for trivia?
KG8SLG, this is KE8VZA. Thanks for checking me in, Nick. Yes, I will be sticking around for the entire net. Thank you.
Awesome. Good to have you on board there, Eric. Going to clear with K8VZA. We got KE8QFT. Uncle Fred, you're up. Are you sticking around tonight there, Uncle Fred?
Yeah, I'll be here, Nick. I'll be here.
All right. Short, sweet, and poignant. KE8QFT. I got you sticking around there, Uncle Fred. Next up, we got Ed, WB8GKV tonight's quick keyer. Good evening, Ed. How are you doing? I know you're sticking around, but I'm going to talk to you anyway.
There you go. Well, you got to realize, when I check in the first time, I'm over at the HT there on the antenna, and sometimes I'm nervous. I want to get in so I can come over to the other area. But then once I get that one in, I use the link, and there's quite a delay then. So that's the story. When I'm over here, I'm not so quick on the trigger there. But yeah, we'll be in for the net there, and I'll just say good evening to everybody, and all that kind of thing. And the weather is still a little bit on the chilly, so an awful lot of rain. The lawn is really, gosh, I had to back up. I had binoculars I bought to look something up in the tower, and you cannot see that. It's too high. I backed the car up on the lawn, and gosh, it was wet. It was a little bit of a hill, so I probably won't do that again. I just don't want to get stuck out there. But an area normally which should have been dry seemed to be wet, so that's my story. But I'm not sure how to work those binoculars. You have to turn this thing and move that thing, and I don't know what. Plus, I have glasses on, so I take those off. So I haven't used binoculars. Well, it seemed like years ago I did. But anyway, none of that. We'll try to take it back to net control and see how it goes there. Good to hear everybody in there tonight. And WB8, this is WB8 GKB. The antenna seemed like the wind moved it a little, but I guess it's still getting in good. WB8 GKB.
WB8 GKB, you're making the trip fine there, Ed. Sounds good. No matter which direction that antenna is pointing. Didn't make much difference. Thanks for being here, Ed. Good talking to you. Let's check in Tulsa here with Shannon, KC5 RBG. You staying up with us tonight, Shannon?
Hey, just Nick, KC5 RBG. Go ahead and put me in and out. I should be getting Kenyon tonight, and I don't know what time. But if it ends up being later than expected, I'll just check back in. But going to be heading out early in the morning, well before the god-awful barometer net, and heading to Fort Sill for family day with my son, and then I'll be staying there tomorrow night, and he graduates Friday. And after he graduates, they're going to ship him off to the airport where he's going to Fort Lee. So I'm going to go spend some time down there with him, take his wife and baby down there so he can get a little bit of time with them before he ships out for his time over there, which no one will be able to go to. So then after that, he's going to try to get stationed in Fort Carson, Colorado, so he won't be too terribly far away, just an 8-hour drive from here. We'll see how that goes, though. But, yeah, in and out for now, and if I'm able to get on the radio, I'll just check back in later. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns, saying God bless and 73 good net. Back to net control.
KC5 RBG, KD-SLG. All right there, Shannon, I got you in and out. I got you down for the great state of Oklahoma for your answer. Travel safely if we don't talk again later tonight. Godspeed in your travels. Next up, we got Josh, K8VKA. Josh, are you sticking around for trivia tonight? And how's the baby?
K8VKA. He's doing fine. Thanks for asking. I won't be sticking around tonight, and we're just sitting here and enjoying a hobby night. So I'll send it back to you, and we're running a little low on time. So KD8SLG, K8VK, thanks for running the free net.
K8VKA, Josh, thanks for being here. All right, next up we got KA8GKG, John. How are you doing tonight, and are you sticking around for trivia?
Good evening, Nick. It's great to be with you all tonight. And also, I forgot. But anyway, no, it's great to be with you. No, I can't stick around. I've got an appointment on, my appointment, my schedule is to check out 40 and 20 meters and see what's going on over on the HF. But I wanted to say hello to everybody. And I'm glad I did. And thanks for joining us this afternoon on the 442 machine, or the Talmadge repeater. Anyway, had a great day today, and it was just a lot of fun. I hope it warms up and quits raining by tomorrow. I got to go to work, and I work outside, and I don't want to be, I'm really tired of being drizzled on all day. All right, back to you, Nick. Thanks for letting me in there, and 73 to anyone. KA8GKG, back to Nick.
Oh, KA8GKG. It was a soaker today, man. No kidding. I don't blame you for not wanting to stand outside in that all day. Or do anything else in it for that matter. All right, John, I got you in and out. Good luck on 40 and 80 there. KE8IED. Ian was in and out. Thanks for checking in tonight there, buddy, if you're still listening. Let's give Chris out in Oklahoma a try. KI5ZDE. Chris, give it a shot. All right, nothing heard there. I don't know what's going on there. We'll put a little green line over him, and we'll have Dustin give him a call. All right, in the interim there, I added KD2HC, Chris, KL7FR, Frozen Radio, Alaska Mike, KG5SYC, and KF5ADE, Nick and Sandy joined us, and KY4SM, I got you on a list. We got about 3.5 minutes here. Let's see who's sticking around and who's just checking in and out. KD2HC, I imagine you're sticking around, but I'm going to say hi anyway.
Oh, of course. I'm going to say hi, KD2HCE. And Uncle Fred, you got to look up that call sign. Whiskey 6, X-Ray, Romeo, Lima 4. Yes, it's in paramount that you look up that call sign. And yes, I'll be sticking around, KD2HCE, back to that.
KD2HCE, KDSLG got you sticking around, Chris. Thanks for being here. And that's in the blue screen if anybody wants to look it up. KL7FR, Alaska Mike. Good evening, sir. Are you sticking around tonight? It's been a while.
Hello, Nick and the group. Here is KL7FR in Willow, Alaska, where it's snowing. Winter just doesn't want to let go. Anyway, yeah, definitely I want to stick around, but I was wondering, I've been having issues with my IAX RPT, and I had to change some audio settings. Could I switch to IAX and do a quick audio check before the net starts? Back to you, KL7FR.
KL7FR, KDSLG. Absolutely, Mike. Tell you what, let me grab these other couple of folks here, and then I'll give you a call back. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds good. I'm on IAX RPT. Back to you, Nick, KL7FR.
Well, that was quick, Mike. All right. Yeah, your second transmission there was just a tad bit louder. And I'm listening in my headphones, so I got a pretty good point on it there. It sounded like you. Wasn't over-modulating, wasn't under-modulating. Maybe tweak it a little bit at some point. How does that sound for some feedback?
Thanks, Nick. I might tone down the microphone a little bit. Anyway, thanks again. Ready for the net, KL7FR, back to net control.
KL7FR, KD8SLG, the BeaconNet always has a minute for you there, Mike. So there. Good to have you on board. I've missed you the last couple of weeks. You've been scarce. All right. Going to clear with KL7FR. Let's go check in with Nick and Sandy out in Cibolo, Texas. KG5SYC. Is it you tonight, or is it Nick?
This is KG5SYC. No fooling this time, but yep, it's me. And yeah, we like to sometimes do pranksters, especially when one's driving and the other one's not. At any rate, we're doing good and had a full day, and I guess if you hang around when Dustin come on, you can hear the rest of the story. This is KG5SYC, and yes, we're sticking around for the big show. This is KG5SYC, back to your net control.
All right, Sandy, in the interest of time, we'll listen to Nick talk later. I always stick around for the whole net. Don't let anybody else tell you anything different. Yukon Mike, I added you as well, and Alaire, I got you in there. I'm going to punch in with you guys, and I got to toss it over to Dustin. KY4SM, Alaire, you sticking around for trivia tonight?
Yes, I am, Nick. Asking. Hello to all on the net, KY4SM. Now, you guys are tied about the W6XRL4 call sign. Now, one, I didn't know that was actually a call sign someone was putting out there. I wonder how he pulled that off. But number two, for most shows, there are ways that you can make fake but convincing call signs. You can find out more information on the FCC's website. Look under their vanity call sign tabs. They got a bunch. You got a list of call signs that are not assignable. So choose from one of those. Might be convincing. All right. I'll be sticking around. KY4SM, back tonight.
KY4SM, I got you sticking around tonight. Thank you. Last one for me tonight. VY1MGS, Yukon Mike. How are you doing tonight, and are you sticking around for trivia?
VY1MGS returning, Michael in Whitehorse, Yukon. Hey, Nick, thanks for picking me out of the AIM window. Hey, good to hear ya. Thanks for taking my check-in. Yeah, I'll stick around, please, and I'll keep this brief so you can hand it over to Dustin. Cheers, friends. VY1MGS.
Yeah, I'll stick around, Nick.
KDSLG, WV3K, Phil here in Uniontown. I'm with no traffic, and I'm going to be QRT. So enjoy the net and 73s, and Godspeed to all. WV3K clear.
All right, we had a couple more sneak in there. KC8FQV, Mark, I got you on the list, and WV3K, I got you in and out. Talk to you later there, Phil. You have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. It's about 3 minutes after the hour here, so Dustin's probably taking a nap and saying, just let Nick do it tonight. I thank everybody who checked in here with me on the pre-net, and have fun there with Dustin. I will be listening. It's time for KD8EPC to be lighting up the airwaves here on the Beacon Net. This is KD8SLG. Over to you, Dustin.
Thank you, Nick. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday here on the W8WKY repeater 14739 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. All-star node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. Linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Dewdrop Inn, and various other repeaters throughout the country, so we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say or call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, and your name and location.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu. Traffic 4 in and out. November 5, Golf, Lima, November 5, Golf Lima Oscar, N5, GLO, Bill, Oakhurst, Texas.
W8W.
Kilo India 5, Delta Alpha Yankee on Echo Link Airlines.
All right, I picked up a few there. I got K8TJW Phil, WB4AIZ Chuck in and out, N5GLO Bill, and I have KI5DAY all day long Alan over there at American Airlines. I'll be right back to you there, my friend. Do we have any other check-ins? Please call now.
WD8LLA.
All right, we picked up WD8LLA. Neil, good evening to you, my friend. We'll be back to you here shortly. All right, I have 35 check-ins here, so I will take some more here in a little bit. But for now, we're going to go back up here to the top of the list, and we're going to go talk to QWE, our trivia master for the evening. Mike, what do you have for us?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. The question is, in what country is ownership or listening to shortwave radio punishable by death? A, China, B, Cuba, C, North Korea, D, Syria. Again, in what country is ownership or listening to shortwave radio punishable by death? A, China, B, Cuba, C, North Korea, or D, Syria. I'll go ahead and post this in the blue screen. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Back to KD8 EPC.
All right, thank you very much there, Mike. We certainly do appreciate it. I have a couple of short times here, and I'll get to Miss Nancy and Mike there in just a minute, but first I have to go way to the bottom of the list here to KI5DAY all day long. Alan over at American Airlines, how are you, my friend?
Hey, Dustin, thank you. Yeah, short time here, but I was on my last break, so I thought I would try to check in if I could. I wasn't sure I'd make it with Echo Link. Hey, Miss Nancy, if you're out there, and everybody else just sitting here chilling like a villain on break, hoping to get away from the noise. Some of these guys will work through their break to get done with something, so you'll hear some noise in the background in case. But anyways, I'd say C is my answer. My favorite vacation spot, North Korea. I love to go there and hang out on the beautiful beaches and hills and valleys. But other than that, hope everybody's doing well. And just thought I would check in while I could. KI5DAY all day long. I'll be talking to you guys Sunday with alternate trivia. I'll be clear.
All right, KI5DAY. Well, great to hear you, Alan. Thanks for taking time out of your break to come and say hello to us. We certainly do appreciate it. And there was a little bit of background noise, but nothing crazy. You were sounding just fine. So great to hear you, and we got you down for answer C. I know you're hanging out there in North Korea with Kim Jong-un. It must be you, him, and Dennis Rodman hanging out. So we'll say 73 to you for now, Alan, and we look forward to hearing you again there down the log. All right, next on our list here, we're going to go talk to Neil real quick because I know he's going to fall asleep before I get back to him. WD8LLA, how are you?
KD8EPC, I'm doing real good here in Metropolitan Brewster tonight. It's very unusual for me to feel this good late at night and still be awake. I took a nap today, and I never do that. Anyhow, I'm going to take North Korea. Rocket Man, anybody kill their own family to get a position. I'd say he's trigger happy, so I'll go with that. But want to say hello to you tonight, Dustin, and thanks for running the net. I just got off of the Worcester net, so I don't know who all checked in, whether Ray and all the guys from out west are in there. I'll say howdy to them, and that's about it for me tonight. I just wanted to check in. You told me to be here, and I'm here. Have a good net. 73. Love you guys. WD8LLA. I'll be clear with KD8EPC.
All right, WD8LLA. Well, Neil, I'm glad you took a nap today and you were able to join us tonight. And I told you if you came, I'd get to you quick, and I certainly did there. So it's great to hear you. I hope you guys enjoyed that dinner. You told me you were cooking earlier, and I hope you have a great rest of the evening, my friend. Thanks again for joining us. It's always a pleasure, Neil, and we'll talk to you there again real soon. All right, let's go up here real quick and let's talk to our good friend, Miss Nancy, KI5OZZ on the Yellow Brick Road. How are you?
KD8 EPC and the rest of the Beacon Net netizens, good evening from KI5OZZ, where I am parked on the Yellow Brick Road up in Imlay City, Michigan, and don't know where I'm going tomorrow, but hopefully I will get there. Let's see, my answer for the trivia will be C, Charlie. Yeah, Rocket Man, for sure. On that. Good to hear you in there, Dustin. Good to hear Shannon and all of our friends, and Alan too. Thanks for the high five there, bud. And be good at work for the rest of the evening. If you
All right there, Nancy. Well, we got most of that, and you dropped out right at the end. It's great to hear you out there tonight, and always great to hear you, really. And we look forward to the next time you get to roll through Ohio here. We'd love to see you and have a meal with you. So we'll say 73 to you for now, Miss Nancy. You get some rest this evening, and safe travels out there. You keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up. Next on the list here, we're going to go to another driver there on the road, KC3QFC, our good friend FedEx Mike. How are you? All right, we don't like dead air. We'll try that one more time. KC3QFC FedEx Mike, are you still with us? All right, Mike might have lost service. We'll try him again there later. Let's go talk to Eddie now. W3ETB for the second time today. How are you, Eddie?
Yeah, hi there, Dustin. Yeah, for the second time today. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I guess we don't normally get a chance to talk two times in one day, but I guess this is great, though. And with Nick as well. So actually, I don't think I talked to Nick earlier, but now. So we're going to go ahead and guess C, and that sounds like a fairly good guess because it's pretty harsh over there. So I think they, not too long ago, they had put somebody in their jails or their work camp for taking down a sign. So it does sound like something that might go on over there. And I believe that person did get away and came back home, but he was kind of sick when he got back home. So, Anyway, you probably remember what that was all about. Anyway, this is W3ETV, and I'm going to say 73 to you, Dustin, and Nick, and everyone else on the Beacon Net. Have a great night, and I'll turn it back to you.
All right there. Well, Eddie, it's great to hear you twice in one day, and we got you down for answer C there. The Rocket Man is definitely something else, and oh boy, there was something else I was going to say to you, but I don't remember what it was, so we'll just say 73 to you for now. Thanks for joining us as always, my friend, and you have yourself a great evening. All right, let's go down here and see if Mr. Ray is with us, one of the wonderful net controllers for the Boredom Breaker Net, K5CFY. Are you there?
Might be on the phone, Dustin, KB5VDB.
All right, thanks there, Ron. And you know what? Well, I've got you here. Let's talk to you. KB5VDB, how are you, my friend?
W8WKY.
I'm not too bad for an old, fat, ugly guy.
Well, there you go. You can't argue with that. It's great to hear you this evening, my friend. What are you up to?
I'm building a little mount that I can mount my antenna switch on, so I can get to it a little bit easier. And my daughter had a question for Ray, so he may be talking to her on the phone. But put my bunch in for your count, and I won't be around for the rest of the net. I'm having to use my brain. Boy, was that her KB580B.
All right there, Ron. Well, it's great to have you with us tonight, and we'll come back up and circle back to Ray here in a little bit. But, you've got to watch using those brains there, man. I hope you got a fire extinguisher nearby just in case. So we'll say 73 to you. Always great to hear you, my friend, and you're sounding really good tonight. So whatever you're doing, keep it up. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, we're going to come back to Ohio now and talk to WB8CXO. Mike, how you doing this evening? All right, WB8CXO. Well, it's great to hear you out there, Mike. You've become quite the regular on the net, and we really do appreciate it. And I don't know much about flying, but I think it's cool to watch videos of people while they're flying and all that good stuff. So there you go with that. And you're talking way above my pay grade on remote controlling anything. I'm mostly an appliance operator, except for I tinker a little bit with the all-star nodes, but otherwise I'm an appliance operator, so there you are. And we'll say 73 to you, Mike. Thanks again for streaming the net there on YouTube. We really do appreciate that, and we'll catch you there again next time. All right, let's go down the list now to N9GMR. Matt, how you doing?
Good evening, everybody on the net. This is November 9 Golf Mike Romeo. Just looking through the Sarah roster I just got and listening to the net. And first time I've checked in the net, new club member, and really enjoying it. Enjoying the boredom breaker net, enjoying the barometer net. So looks like I've found some nets I can participate in along with other ones. I was on the Handyham trivia net tonight. I assist with that. I log for that on my computer because the net control has difficulty doing net control duties, trivia question, and logging, so I help her with that. Then, of course, I send the report into the net manager. So that's what I've been doing today. And if there was a trivia question, I missed it, so I'll have to wait till it's repeated before I can answer that. But for now, I'll turn it back to net control for GMR.
All right. Well, Matt, we want to say welcome to the club. And I heard you talking earlier about the meetings. They are live streamed on YouTube, so you can find us. They'll send a link out before the meeting for the YouTube channel, so you can click on that and watch the meeting live. So, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to have the question reread. K8QWE, would you mind rereading the trivia for us, please?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. The question is, in what country is ownership or listening to shortwave radio punishable by death? A, China, B, Cuba, C, North Korea, or D, Syria? Again, in what country is ownership or listening to shortwave radio punishable by death? A, China, B, Cuba, C, North Korea, or D, Syria? Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KDEPC.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. And this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. We're going to go back over here now to N9GMR. Matt, you want to take a shot at the trivia now?
Absolutely. I'm going to say C as in Charlie for my answer.
All right, well, we got you down for C as in Charlie. Thanks again for joining us, my friend, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, WA8KOC was in and out. We'll say hello to Fred if he's still listening. And that brings me down to Mark, KG4SCK. How are you?
Hey, good evening, Dustin and everyone. Doing pretty good, thank you. No real stories tonight. Going to give you my answer. I'm picking Charlie for Charlie. And that's my story. KG4SCK, back over to net control.
All right, Mark. Well, great to hear you there. We got you down for Answer Charlie this evening. You're sounding good as always, my friend, and we'll say 73 for now. That brings me down to Eric, K8VZA. What's going on, Eric?
KD8 EPC, this is KE8VZA. I'd just like to say happy Trace de Mayo to all the Beaconites, and it's good to hear everybody out here tonight. And while I was sitting here listening to the net, I completed my RF assessment tool, printed it out. Wasn't too bad. Trivia question, I'm going to go with Charlie, North Korea. I'll pass on the kimchi, though. It's a little too hot for me. And I did look up that call sign W6XRL4 on QRZ. I'm not going to spoil the surprise because it's kind of neat to see what it reveals. But anyway, thanks, Dustin, Nick, and the crew for running the net. And everybody have a good evening. This is KE8VZA. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Eric. Well, great to have you, and glad you got that assessment done quick and easy with the tool on the website there. So we'll say 73 to you. We got you down for answer C there, and you have yourself a great evening. Next on the list here, we're going to go talk to Uncle Fred, KE8QFT. How are you?
Hello, Dustin. Hello, everybody out there. I'm going to go with C, of course. The overwhelming favorite tonight is North Korea. But I'll tell you, I'm not Googling anything, but I don't know why. I just got a feeling like Syria could be a big upset in this thing. I spent a year in Korea in the 70s. And, man, it was a good time, But it's like, honest to God, I didn't know 3 people in the whole unit that stayed straight for the year that I was there. You only had to go there a year at the time. It's called a hardship tour. What a ball. It was a blast. But then again, I didn't realize until like 3 years later, I said, wow, Korea is still in a state of war. Now, there's been an incident and everything, but there was never a peace treaty. And that's why we still got our boys there sitting in the South. I argue that Korea is our longest running war. It never ended, technically. They breaking down. Oh boy. What else is new? The Guardians lost 4-3 in extra inning to the Yankees. Not much else to say. Y'all be careful out there and be safe. And, look forward to a warm-up this weekend. KE8 QFT, back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred. Well, thanks for telling us about Korea, and we got you down for answer C there, and congratulations. We'll be at the wedding Sunday, but maybe we have to try to get together Friday night or something and go out for a beer to celebrate. So there you go. We'll give you a call there, and we'll say 73 to you for now, Uncle Fred. Let's go down the list now and talk to Ed, WB8GKV. Take it away.
Steve, say good evening there. This is WB8GKV, the Wadsworth fellow there. Was I going to say something about C? I probably have to pick C. Guys, everybody's picking C. But I think that's the logic. I don't have to take a guess on this one too hard anyway. Another one, D, well, I won't make a comment about D, but it could be that would be a choice there too. But yeah, definitely Charlie up for mine. And let's see, South Korea, North Korea. Well, I remember the war was going on. I was a kid. I mean, this had to be in the, 1950 or something, way back. Something was going on over there, and we were in school there. It was probably 5th grade or something. I forget what grades, different grades. It lasted a while, but the main thing I heard was about cold. People losing their fingers from frostbite in that war. That's what I heard in the grade school. So evidently it was pretty cold up there. Outside of that, we'll say good evening all the way around to everybody. And trying to think if I have any traffic. Probably not. Can't think of anything offhand there. But I probably got good fruit in South Korea. Somebody was talking about they had some show on TV a few years back. I think he might have passed. I don't know. And he ate in all these different countries. I'm not sure if he was in Korea or not, South Korea. And it looked like awful good food on that TV show, I'll say that much. Anyway, with that, good to hear everybody in there. And, by the way, Thursday I'll be in the dentist chair, but I'll probably get back home by 3 or 3:30, but, you never know what'll happen in that. Maybe the chair, who knows what'll happen when you're in a dentist's office. But it's a 2 o'clock appointment. Anyway, with that, turn it back to net control, and everybody have a good evening there. This is WB8GKV.
All right there, Ed. Well, great to hear you out there. And since you've got your appointment tomorrow, I'm just going to come see you Friday. That way you don't have to rush home to get to me. So that way you do what you got to do, and we'll see you there Friday, my friend. So we'll say 73. We got you down for answer C, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, next on the list, I know he said he was in and out, but I'm going to call for him anyway. KC5, Real Big Guns. Shannon, are you still listening?
Hey, Dustin, KC5, RBG. I am still out here, and I haven't heard from Little Man yet, but been a good day, been a good week. My MRI, my brain came back today, and it was all good. It was still there, so they did find it. It was tough, but they found it. And looking forward to going to Fort Sill and seeing Cody graduate, and spend a little time with him tomorrow for Family Day. Should be a good time. and I'm going to have to get up very early, though. I plan on leaving here about around 4:45 in the morning. So, should be fun. Not. As we all know, I don't do well early in the morning. But I'll probably still be on the road for the barometer net, though, so I might even get to who knows. But hope everyone has a great night tonight, and good net. For the trivia question, I'm going to go with the great state of Oklahoma. And I think that's about all I got for now. But we shall catch y'all later. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns, saying God bless, and 73, back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. Well, make sure you tell your son congratulations from all of us, and hopefully you'll hear from the grandson there real soon, my friend. Great to hear you twice in one day, as always, and yeah, when you get some time, we'll have to do some D-Star again, because it's been a while. Can't believe it's been a year since I've been in Oklahoma, so I'm going to have to make a point to get back there one of these days. 73, my friend, have a great night, and we'll talk to you again there real soon. K8VKA, Josh, how you doing this evening?
K8VKA, hi Dustin. I'm doing all right tonight. Hopefully I'm coming in all right. I was going to come in on Echo Link because Andy let me know I was being a little staticky, but I forgot to connect in time. Anyways, I'm going to go with North Korea for my answer. And, having a good day, and 7-3 is
All right there, Josh. Great to hear you out there. Well, you started out all right at the very end. We had a little bit of a loss from you, and you dropped a couple of times, but we got 99% of what you said, so there you are. We got you down for answer C, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll say 73 and catch you down the log. All right, we had a couple more in and outs, and that brings me down to KD2HCE. Chris, good evening.
KD8 EPC in the group, KD2HCE. Had a little fun today, somewhere between 11 and 11:30. We had a good gust of wind come by here. So the tri-bander, I didn't think it was going to be that much of a wind, but it was in the wrong direction. And I had the beams pointed the wrong way. Usually I have them pointed a certain way, but they were just not. And they didn't just turn, they banked. So the way the tri-bander is set up is the middle element and the reflector are on one boom of a 6-foot boom, and then the director is on another 6-foot boom, and they meet at the mast. So the driven element and the reflector kind of all bank to the left, but the director stayed flat. So on top of the whole thing spinning out of true, if you looked up there, it was all dilapidated, about 15 degrees, and then another 15 degrees in a third dimension. So Lisa and I had to go nest it and then lay it down and then turn it up, and then we're like, wait a minute, that doesn't look quite right. So we had to straighten it out on top of everything and then tighten it back up. It turns out the mount's not as sturdy as it's supposed to be, so I got to figure out something, because every time you tighten it, the mount gives a little bit more, so you have to keep tightening it. The U-bolt's fine, but the mount keeps bending, so I have to put some kind of a U-bolt or something on the mast to keep the mount from spreading any further, so to like give it an end. So when it was on the roof, it had the rotor to hit, but now it don't have that. It's in the middle of the mast. So it was fun. We did our little riff-raff again tonight, so I'm a hurting unit. So it's not fun. I got to get the winches hooked up to that thing. We got to get Uncle Fred's antenna built up. So if anyone wants to help Uncle Fred in the next couple of weeks and come over and help get his antenna tuned, any help, we just need bodies. We don't need any expertise. We just need bodies to help out, so we can pick the antenna up, tune it, lay it down, adjust the tune, stand it back up again. It's just mechanical labor. It's not heavy, but we need people to do it. A couple of people with all we need. So get a hold of Uncle Fred, get a hold of me, and hopefully everyone's good. Trivia question, I'm going to go with North Korea because he seems to be a little more tighter at the realm than anybody else on the list. So KD2HC, back to net.
All right, KD2HC. Well, we got you down for answer C, and yeah, glad your antenna didn't get broken, but that sounds like that mount is a problem, and maybe you'll have to get something custom fabbed. So there you are. We'll say 73 and have a great evening. Next on the list, we're going to go over to Alaska, and we're going to talk to our good friend Mike, KL7 Frozen Radio. How you doing?
Well, hello, Sir Sasquatch and all the Beaconeers on the Beacon Net. This is KL Frozen Radio in Willow, Alaska, where it is currently snowing. I thought spring was here, but I got fooled again. I think this is the third winter, but winter just doesn't want to let go. The good thing about that is I can stall on spring cleaning now. Hi. Anyway, great net tonight. I have been absent a little bit lately on the nets. I kind of cut back on some of my net participation because I was just doing nothing else. I was kind of in hibernation mode in the long winter nights here in Willow, and it was fun to play radio, but the days are getting longer and temperature's warmer, and I need to start phasing out of hibernation and into getting things done, so I had to cut back on some of my nets. But I mean, I was on 3, 4, 5 nets a day every day, spending hours, and it was fun, but a little too much. All things in moderation. That's the key. Anyway, I'll pause for a reset. KL7FR returning. As far as the trivia goes, I had to put on my tinfoil hat and think about this, and it brought out the inner conspiracy theorist in me. And I'm very suspicious because I love the Beacon Net, but I know you guys try to trick us, so I think this is a trick question. My first thought for sure was North Korea, but the inner conspiracy theorist in me says I think it's a different answer. And since Syria is a pretty hot part of the world right now, not only temperature-wise, I don't even know what their temperature is, but I know it's a lot of violence going on there. And the Muslim extremists don't like pork, so I wouldn't be surprised if they'd kill a ham. Even if the answer is North Korea, I bet Syria will kill a ham. We won't hear it on CNN. But that led me to my answer of Syria, which is D for Dustin. So thanks for taking my check-in. Thanks for another great Beacon Net. Glad to get in tonight, and looking forward to springtime getting here eventually. Thanks again, and 7-3 to everyone on the Beacon Net. KL7 Frozen Radio, back to net control.
All right there, Mike. Well, it's great to hear you out there, my friend. We got you down for D for Dustin tonight for Syria, and I understand you get take a break every now and again to get other things done, but we hope you start coming back and visiting us because we sure do miss you on the net. So we hope to hear you again real soon, Mike. You stay warm, and spring will get there soon, I hope. We're supposed to get a warm-up here tomorrow and the next day, so we're looking forward to that. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's go talk to Miss Sandy now. KG5SYC, good afternoon.
is KG5SYC, and hello, Dustin and Annette. We're doing good here. We trying to get things back into order after our trip to Ohio, which I was quite entertained with a dinner and everything with all you guys, and so happy that we all got to meet, and just wish that Nick at Night was out there to join in on the adventures and everything, but another time we'll be there. At any rate, today was a busy day. We went to Barnes & Noble and picked up a book for the son, came back, babysat the grandson, and before we knew it, it was time to watch my show and be on the net. So there you go, all wrapped up. I'm sure Nick can expound on some of that and more of what he was doing today. But this is, my trivia. I better get that in there. I'm going to go with C for Cibolo. So this is KG5SYC. Back to you, Dustin, and Net Control.
All right, there. Well, KG5SYC, Miss Sandy, we got you down for C for Cibolo, and sounds like you certainly have been busy. We enjoyed having you here in Ohio, and we hope to get you out here another time in the future and do it all again. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and let's go down now to Nickelodeon, KF5ADE. Good evening.
This is KF5ADE, and good evening, the net. So, we have been busy this week. I've still got so much to do. We have a radio event that's going to take place on Saturday. Something went wrong? Okay. And at any rate, we're going to have a radio event. So if you hear something about a chicken coop QSO party out of Texas, you'll know it's the group that I'm with. And we're going to go out to his house and just set up and have a nice little afternoon QSO time. I have no real solid agenda for it, one way or the other. I just hope we have a good turnout, and we'll see how it goes. So I've been kind of prepping myself for that. We started to get the RV over here to get it set and put into place, which I haven't done that. It's just a whole myriad of things. I did get the lawn done today, and it almost like it killed me. I feel terrible because I'm just worn out from that. But enough of my griping and complaining, because that's the happy thing about me. If I'm griping and complaining, I'm a really happy troop, and I tell Sandy that all the time too. So with that, I guess that's about all I have, and I really enjoy this net. I really do. Sasquatch, you do a wonderful job up there. Nick and the whole crew that you guys, wonderful club, wonderful net. As to the answer, I'm going to stick with go with the, there's a word that I wanted to find out. Anyway, I'll stick with the crowd and go with Charlie. I got a feeling that's good. I love the comment that Frozen Radio had, the way he's twisting that around with his conspiracy theory. That was good, and I also enjoyed the other thing. So, C for Charlie, KF5AD, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right there, Nickelodeon. Well, sounds like you guys are going to have a heck of a time there at that little chicken coop QSO party. So I hope you guys make lots of contacts there, and definitely was good to see y'all, and hopefully we'll get to do it again one of these days. So we got you down for C. We'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch you down the log. KY4SM Lair, good evening.
Yes. Good evening to you, Dustin. And hello to all on the net. KY4SM here. Well, as far as I know, there are a lot of Chinese hams and there are a lot of Cuban hams. I would know about the Cuban part because I worked a bunch of Cuban hams. And as far as I know, the terrorists over in Syria haven't gained control of the telecommunications authority over there in Syria, whatever that may be called. So I'm going to go with C for North Korea. I think, let's see, Mike went with Syria, but everyone else is going with North Korea, which, I'm pretty sure is the correct answer, All right. KY4SM, back to you, Dustin. Take care, 73 to all, and until next time. This is KY4SM.
All right, KY4SM. Well, there, it's great to hear you out there, and we got you down for answer C this evening. I'm still trying to choose between C and D because this is a good one, and they might be right. Mike might be tricking us. I have no idea. So we'll say 73, my friend, and until next time. Next on the list, we're going to go over here to the Yukon, to VY1MGS. Michael, how are you?
VY1MGS returning, Michael and Whitehorse. Greetings, Dustin. Greetings, everyone on the net. Hey, thanks for taking my check-in. Thanks for being there. It's a great net, as usual. Just doing some manual duplexing here. Nothing like some manual duplexing. Get to mess up. My wife and I are just about to have a little bit of supper out in the back here. It's beautiful. Sun is shining, blue skies, birds chirping. Good times. That's a good question. Good trivia question tonight. Well, I think I'd have to go with Charlie. North Koreans don't, there's no agreement. They don't operate. They don't play with the team, apparently. I don't think, they might hurt people if they weren't listening, but I think they do a lot of jamming over there. But do they kill? Well, let's go for C. Why not? What else is going on? Well, Alaska Mike, my condolences on the snow. Yeah, we've had a few days like that, too. Today's not one of them, fortunately for us, but, last week especially, I woke up and there was 2 inches of snow after most of the snow was gone. It's just oh my gosh. Well, what do? Carry on. Can't really argue with the weather. You just roll with it. You fight with it, you'll probably lose. Happy spring, everyone. Thanks for taking my check-in. Have a great day, Victor Yankee 1. Mike Golf Sierra. Back to Dustin, 73.
There, Mike. Well, sounds like you're going to have yourself a wonderful evening, and it's certainly great to hear you out there, as always. We have you down for Answer C tonight, my friend, and thanks for joining us. We certainly do appreciate it. We'll say 73 and catch you down the log. All right, let's go talk to Mark now. KC8FQV, take it away.
All right. Well, I won't take it away. I'll just start talking. There we go. I think there was an Italy or a Korea, either in Italy or Korea, and we did some nets tonight. So other than that, now my brothers now took the car to the car doctor for a physical. It needs to get its physical. Yeah, it has to get a physical. Well, it passed the one physical from the state. Now it gets the other physical. But everything else is going good here. Nick. Oh, this is going to be really a terrible morning tomorrow morning. Oh, this is going to be really bad. We may have a silent beacon, or silent barometer. It may not make any noise tomorrow. So people, we'll send it back to the net control, KCNFQV.
All right, Mark. Well, thanks for joining us. And I think I may have missed your trivia answer. You want to come back one more time with that real quick?
Yeah, I couldn't recall which one there were, so either it's Korea or Italy. Korea or Italy, but I think it'd be Korea. So we'll send it back your way. I can't recall. I can't recall the choices that were there. I think it was either Italy or Korea. So, beyond that, if I did find one of them, KCFQV.
All right, Mark, we got you down for answer C, Korea. 73, and have a great night. K8PJW, Phil, how you doing?
KPJW, good evening, Dustin, and good evening to just Nick running in the background there. Good to hear y'all. You can put me down. I think I'm going to go with Charlie as well. That seems to make the most sense out of those four choices. And we had a good evening with the Rotary meeting tonight. We got a lot of projects organized for the spring and the summer, so looking forward to that. So with that, I'll hand it back to you, and I'll probably be on the barometer net again tomorrow morning. Oh yeah, I got the 4 Bs today. I got the barometer net, the 2 of the boredom breakers, and now the beacon net. So my quadfecta is complete now. Hi. Anyway, I hand it back to you. Have a great evening, everyone. This is K8PJW 73.
All right, well, Phil, you've certainly got me beat. I did the first hour of the boredom breaker net. I'm doing this net, and I checked in and out of the Worcester net earlier, so you've got me beat by a couple anyhow. Glad to hear everything went well there at the Rotary. Sounds like you had a good one there, and we've got you down for answer C, my friend. So we'll say 73 to you, and have a great night. WB4AIZ, Chuck was in and out. That brings me down to Bill, N5GLO. How you doing?
Good evening. It's N5GLO. Well, on the trivia, I'm going to go ahead and go with North Korea on that one. And other than that, doing pretty good out here. We have a pleasant day. It's down to around 70 now, and just sitting back enjoying, listening to the traffic here. N5GLO.
All right, well, Bill, it's a pleasure to hear you out there, my friend, as always. We'll say 73 to you for now, and you have a great evening. Let's see, next on my list, we're going to go talk to Robert, VK2DY. How you doing?
W8WKY.
Try this again. VK2DY. Robert, are you out there? All right, we'll try him again there in a minute. Let's go talk to Tom, KE5NCT. Good evening.
Good evening, Dustin, and everybody else on the Beacon Net tonight. Good to hear everybody. Been listening in all the way through. Finally had an opportunity to get in here once Nick saw me with the net logger up. You can't get anything past him hardly. But anyway, I've been sitting in here putting terminating coaxes, basically, getting them 59s put on, and man, my coax I had to mess with. But anyway, we took tire down here a couple of weeks ago and getting ready to put it back up this Saturday, so we're trying to get all our ducks in a row and get stuff replaced and done and all that. So been building coaxes and phasing harnesses and I don't know what all. So it's been fun. I'm about wore out. I know one thing, after putting 6 of those connectors on in a row, my hands will probably be cramping the rest of the night after cranking them on with the pliers and all that. But anyway, we got it done, so that's the main thing. So ready to go back out there tomorrow and then start hooking up all the coax. So if it didn't rain anyway. Anyway, that's what we've been doing. My answer for trivia is going to be Charlie. I can't imagine anything other than North Korea. However, Frozen Radio did have a pretty good idea there. I just can't go with that though. I'm gonna have to go with North Korea. So I'm gonna stick with C, as in Charlie. And let's see. Not much else I can think of offhand, so we'll turn it back to net control. This is KE5 NCP.
All right there, Tom. Well, sounds like you had a heck of a day there, and yeah, I don't like putting ends on coax or doing any stuff like that. I'm not very good at it. I can in a pinch, but I'd rather get somebody who's better at soldering to do it. Yeah, I'm just an appliance operator, so they are. We got you down for answer C, my friend. Thanks so much for taking time out of your evening to join us, and we'll talk to you there again soon. All right, we're going to see if he's in range yet. WD8 MIU, I guess cool and drizzly weather, Wade. Are you out there?
I don't know if you hear me or not. Dustin, WD8 MIU in Bolivar, Ohio.
Just a little bit choppy, but I hear you. Go ahead, Wade.
Well, we left at 5 o'clock this morning out of Florida. It was warm weather, Wade. And we got gas in South West Virginia, and to get the sun out. So,
all right, Wade, you dropped out about halfway through. We lost you there. You want to try again? All right, well, Wade, if you can hear me, we'll try you again here at the bottom of the list in a minute, let you get a little bit closer, because you were in there. You must have gone down in a low spot. So we'll get back to you here shortly, my friend. All right, well, let's see. We're at the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. We're looking for check-ins. Please call now.
KE8YCE.
All right, we'll take them one at a time. KE8YCE, good evening.
Well, good evening to you, and thanks for inviting me in. Looks like this week again, I'm the tail of the dog again. Just getting ready to get turned on. Let's see, what have I been to this week? I am falling absolutely in love with digital communication. Hopefully my radio is coming good. I've actually moved it from the truck to the house this week, so I can hook it up for APRS. And this weekend I plan to play with some of the packet stuff and order some interfacing to allow that to happen. That's about all I've been up to. As far as the trivia question is concerned, I'm going to go with North Korea. That would be... And I'll turn it back to Net YCE.
All right. Well, sounds like you're going to be busy with the APRS and the packet stuff, so you enjoy that there. We got you down for answer C this evening, so thanks so much for joining us there. We certainly do appreciate it, my friend, and hope to catch you again there down the log real soon. All right, we're at the bottom of the list and looking for check-ins. Please call now. right, nothing heard. Let's go try Wade one more time before we go talk to our team. WD8MIU, are you back in range? All right, nothing heard. Let's go talk to the net control team, starting with Nick, Vice President Nick. 88SLG, take it away.
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Hey there, Dustin, and everybody here on the Beacon Net, all you Beacon netizens. I'm going to keep it short and sweet tonight. I got to get up dark and early at that ungodly hour for the barometer net. I'm going with A. I'm going to go with China on this one, and here's my reasoning. I think in North Korea it would be punishable by death to simply possess a radio. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're listening or not. Just having one would be such a rare occurrence that's such a thing. But China leads the world in death penalty for stuff. And stuff that, in China, it's not all that tough to get a hold of a radio. My God, they make them. So, but actually listening to outside news is not a good thing in China, much like in North Korea. But China has the ways and means of tracking you down, finding you out, and actually following through on it. So there, I'm going with A. So I'm going with the conspiracy theorist Frozen Radio there, Alaska Mike. Barometer Net tomorrow and Friday morning. Check in and talk to me. It'll be fun. We've got 7 weeks and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 sleeps left until field day. So make your plans. Plan accordingly. You better be there. By the way, Dustin, I got a really hard yes from Lane today on the radio. He wants to be there all 24 hours, so I'm looking forward to that adventure. Everyone have a great night. I'll talk to you in the morning. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Nick. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And you know what? You make a convincing argument about answer A, so I'm going to have to consider that one now. But I'm looking forward to field day, and we're going to try to get up in the morning and talk to you on the barometer net. So there's that too. But yeah, man, we'll be at field day all night. I know you already voluntold me I'd be there. Hi. So all right, buddy, you have a great evening, and we'll talk to you there down the log. And you know what? Put me down for answer A. What the heck? AB8MO in the land of snow and maple syrup. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, I was about ready to get ready for... I kind of agree with Nick. You start calling for check-ins like a dozen times, I'm going to bail, but you didn't do too bad today. Hi, you're noisy, but you're copyable, so you might have to go kick your antenna again. This is AB8MO. Not chatting it up on the blue screen, the blue cheese screen. Cheese, Steve Urkel would say. But chatting it up, Josh, VKA, and I have been blowing each other's phones up here. And I've been having a great time chatting with him. That's kind of the reason why he got caught off guard. And actually, I got caught off guard, too. Because we're chatting it up with each other. But he's got some fascinating projects. Not only antenna projects, but kit projects, CW projects. That man is fascinating me. It's intriguing. He's got he introduced me to his flower pot Yagi, which I thought was kind of cool. I always find that fascinating when guys homebrew stuff, even if it's antennas. So, well, I mean, he's making the most of his apartment living, that's for sure. Anyway, it's great to hear Josh. Great to chat it up with on a text message. I don't really miss the blue screen because, since I got to start logging every week, sometimes I'm probably just going to take an occasional Wednesday off from DeathLogger. Let's see. Nick was saying that my picture got passed around that I took when I was on my way to work yesterday. All the snow on the ground. It snowed this morning too, but it didn't stick like it did yesterday. So we'll see. It's supposed to warm up into the 70s this weekend, so we might be done with snow. And I know you're just happy with that. All righty, Sir Squatchy, I've run my mouth long enough. Let me answer the trivia. Let me drop it a sec, please. Okay, hopefully that was an epic reset. Got everything reset there. I dug through my logs, and I've worked 2 of the 4 countries of the choices, and one of the countries I have not worked is North Korea. So I think they're the only ones that I could think of off the top of my head who would be crazy enough to kill people for possession of a radio. There. That's all I'm going to say about that. KD8EPC, you're rocking and rolling. It's nice to be able to actually sit on the couch and listen to the net. This is ABHMO. Catch y'all later.
All right, well, 73T Andy, we got you down for answer C, and you have yourself a great night. Next on the list, we're going to go talk to KD8QWE. Mike, give us your comments, then break and give us the answer. KD8EPC to KD8QWE.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great night. I haven't been up to a whole lot. I went to get a blood test today, and it wasn't called in to the hospital, so I couldn't get that done. But then I found out that my appointment had changed anyway, so I will get it straightened around. It's just all part of life now. So haven't been up to a whole lot. I did a couple of nets today. I was on 15 meters and 20 meters. Made a few contacts. Nothing too awful spectacular. And I took a nap and did a few things around here. So other than that, it's just been a pretty good but quiet day overall, which is nice. So I'll go ahead and break, and then I'll go over the trivia. Okay, the question is, in what country is ownership or listening to shortwave radio punishable by death? Your options are A, China, B, Cuba, C, North Korea, D, Syria. And the answer is C. It is North Korea. According to North Korean law, if you possess a shortwave radio or are listening to one, you will be executed. It sounds rather harsh, but that's what they do. There was a story that recently came out. There was a ship captain who was in international waters, and of course they have the radios that will tune all over the place, and he was listening to music in the shortwave bands, which, okay, one of the crew members heard it and seen him, and he turned him in. They took 100 sea captains and put him in a room, and they took this guy and they brutally executed him right in front of him, just to go show that when they say you're not going to listen to shortwave radio or own a shortwave radio, they mean that you will be executed. So I thought that's crazy. Now China, they don't necessarily outlaw them, but what they do, they will jam anything that they don't like. So you can have one, but you're somewhat limited on what you're going to actually hear. And Cuba is the same way. Syria is into, basically, they will jam you, but the truth is, in Syria, they don't have that many radios in the shortwave range. Most of their stuff is just a conventional radio. They have more problems with TV and things like that. So that's what I found out. So with that being said, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Back to KD8 EPC.
All right, thank you so much for the wonderful trivia question there, Mike. We certainly do appreciate it, my friend. So, answer C. That's crazy. All right, we're at the bottom of the list there, so we're going to make one. Oh, no.
KD8EPC, KD8SLG, you're cutting in and out, Dustin.
All right, Nick, tie a bow on it, my friend.
All right there, Dustin, you got it. This is KD8SLG. This is the last call for the Beacon Net tonight. Last call. KD8SLG, I'm listening.
KD8SLG, this is Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India, KI5 RFI Mac in Springdale. Just want to get in on the end here.
Nick, please check in KB8LNK. Guess I missed all the excitement, but you can mark me in and out.
All right, we got two in there to close it out tonight. KB8LNK right across town. I'll be talking to you tomorrow, Ron. I got a package for you here from Gigaparts, so we'll be getting together sometime in the next day or two. And that leaves Mac, KI5 RFI. Mac, how you doing tonight out there in Arkansas?
Yeah, this is KI5 RFI. Doing great here in Arkansas. I got in late tonight after going to my grandson's baseball practice, so kind of caught the tail end of it here. I didn't even hear the trivia question, but that's all right. I'll get it next time. Just wanted to make my plug to put in the ad for the count there. So you guys have a great evening and enjoy. This is KI5 RFI.
All right, Mac. Well, I hope you had fun there at baseball practice, and thanks for stopping by. I like the short little conversations and QSOs at the end of the night. So that wraps it up, guys. One last call from KD8SLG. I'd like to thank everybody for being here with us on the Beacon Net every Wednesday and Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Sunday night's our next deal, and that's going to be the Mike, Andy, and Nick at Night show. So we'll be looking forward to that. But I'll be here. I will be on the Barometer Net tomorrow morning and Friday morning. So if you're in the neighborhood and you're up at that ungodly hour, jump in on the cage match that is trying to get into the Barometer Net. Don't forget the Border Breaker Net every day at noon Central. That's on All-Star Node 49562 or Echolink N5XQK-R. And on Wednesdays, you can listen to it right here on the W8WKY. I'm putting a bow on it. The Beacon Net is closed. I now return the W8WKY repeater to normal, customary, amateur use. This is KD8SLG. I'm clear.
KL7FR. Thanks for a great Beacon Net. I'm wondering if Lawrence KY4SM is still on frequency. We were in the AIM window, but I think that's about to disappear. KL7FR.
Well, it depends. He went right to sleep, and he has short sleep time. He has to get up early, so he might be, who knows where Nick is. He really don't know which way to go. He wants to go to sleep, but he don't know what to do. He has too many things on his mind. KSFQV.
KL7FR, KY4SM is still connected on Echo Link, so he may still be out there. He may not have had enough time to jump in there. KD8SLG, try again.
All right, thanks, Nick. Good to hear you and everyone on the net tonight. And if Lauren's still listening, just shoot me an email with your phone number. I don't have your email anymore, man. I'm trying to find it, but it's real easy to do the radioless note if you have a Raspberry Pi. That's the big catch nowadays, is getting a Raspberry Pi. But if you can get your hands on a Raspberry Pi, all you need is the ham blip image, and then use a PC or a smartphone, an Android phone, to IXRPT into the node. You need to register with All-Star and get node numbers, but you can do that without even having any node. That's probably should be the first step, is get All-Star node numbers. Load ham blip onto your Raspberry Pi, and then either run IXRPT on a PC or DV switch on your Android phone or device, and no problem. You can turn it off and on at will. You just connect your IXRPT connection, either the computer or Android, direct into your node, and that's your interface. You don't need a radio. So that was the conversation in the blue screen earlier about radioless nodes. KL7FR, standing by.
That what this is? I see on Raspberry Pi. Then what I see there, I gotta look into that. KSFQV.
KL7FR returning. Well, the big quandary for the last couple of years has been the availability